Let's look at some more math examples together. We're going to be using something that I call the basic motion equation. So basic motion equation. If we start with the equation for a line, y equals kx plus b, we can write an equation that is specifically for an object that is moving at a constant speed. What ends up happening is we get x equals vt plus xo. The reason this happens is because position is on the y-axis, the slope of the graph is velocity, the x-axis is time, and the initial condition is your head start. Okay? So we're just making a real-world equation based on a straight line. We can use this equation to solve a variety of simple stories. So let's look at how we do this. It takes me 15 minutes to drive 5 miles to school. What is my velocity? What I need to do is figure out each of my letters. So I have x, v, t, x, o. X is the position of the school, which it told me was 5 miles. 5 miles. T is the time it takes. It told me it was 15 minutes. V is my velocity. I don't know my velocity, so I'm just going to put a question mark. XO is my head start. If the story doesn't mention a head start, we always assume it's 0. This is the most important step, is making sure you put the right numbers with the right letters. Now I'm just going to use my equation and solve. So x is 5, t is 15, xo is 0. I don't know velocity, so I'm just going to put a v in the equation. If it's touching a number like that, then I like to use a parenthesis. If I write this again, I want to make it look prettier. So this is actually 5 equals 15v. I just think that looks nicer. This is just an algebraic equation. So I'm going to divide both sides by 15. If I plug this in my calculator, 5 divided by 15 is 0.33. Let's look at my units. Remember that velocity should be length per time. In this case, that's going to give me miles per minute. So I am driving 0.33 miles per minute. And I figured this out just by using the basic motion equation. Let's try another one. I can run 2 meters per second. How much time will the 100-meter dash take? So I'm going to list my letters. There are 4 letters in the equation. X is the position. It tells me it's a 100-meter dash. T is the time. I don't know how much time. V is the velocity. Look at the units. Notice meters per second. That's a giveaway. This must be velocity because it has the weird units. Meters per second. They didn't mention a head start, so it must be a 0. Now I write the equation and I put my numbers in. 100 equals 2t plus 0. I'm going to make it look prettier. 100 equals 2t. Hey, this is just an algebra question. I can divide both sides by 2. If I put that in my calculator, 100 divided by 2 is 50. We were solving for time, and if you look at your story, notice there's seconds, so this is going to be 50 seconds, and that would be our final answer. So, if you're using the basic motion equation, list all 4 letters, write what you know, and then use algebra to solve for what you don't know.